and welcome to tonight's episode of Party of Two, where one married couple takes on a world of gods and monsters. We are playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I am Hayley Bell, the player, and...
I am Weston Bell. I will be GMing this arc of the story. For any of you that have not yet seen our stream, we do things a little differently. Since we are just two people, and we don't want one person to have to be GM all the time, we will be switching off who will be GMing each arc of our story.
Yup.
So it's something we are trying out in order to allow us each to be player and GM throughout this story of the Scions. Now, tonight we have a couple of announcements to start off with. We switched things off a little bit in who was supposed to talk there, didn't we? We are going to be producing this show also in podcast format.
Yay!
So starting next week, you are going to be able to download this show as a podcast on most of the major podcast platforms. Spotify, Amazon, Google, all those different ones.
iTunes.
Yeah. You know more about the podcast than I do.
It'll be available everywhere, and if you follow us on social media, we will be publishing all of those places as they come up.
And the podcast, as well as the video on demand from YouTube, will be getting published on Fridays. We are changing the date that the video demand goes up. We thought that you all could use something fun to watch on your Fridays while you don't want to work.
What a better way to kick off your weekend.
So watch for those. The video on demand this week will go out on Friday. And then next week, watch for the video on demand and the podcast on your Friday mornings.
Yes. So 2 last things before we get started. I am very, very excited to announce that we are partnering with the Utah Parent Center to start fundraising and doing some charity work for them. The Utah Parent Center is an organization that supports parents who have children on the spectrum. Some of you may know and some of you may not. Our oldest son is autistic, and we started playing Pathfinder because of him to help practice and role play social situations. We fell in love with it, which is why we're now here, but we really wanted to give back to the community here in Utah that has been so amazing to us and has helped us a lot. The Utah Parent Center does consultations. They will go to educational meetings. Why can't I remember the names of things? And I will advocate for your child and for the people in their lives, and they do it all completely free. So we wanted to help give back on that. So next week you will see a donate button on the screen when we live stream. So please feel free to donate if you feel so inclined. Sorry, you guys, I'm a little nervous. And then the second thing is we are new to Twitch, so I didn't realize there were some things that came along with needing to get subscribers. So first we have to become affiliated. So what we are doing, instead of 10 subscribers, we are doing 10 followers. As soon as we hit 10 followers, we will be giving away 4 coasters of the bamboo D20 coasters, these ones. So go ahead and smash that follow button, and you will be entered in to get the coasters for free. Super fun, which is a $45 value, just in case you guys are wondering. Okay, that's it.
All right. So we now start back into our adventure of the Scions at Citadel in Ferasmus. For any new listeners, Citadel in Ferasmus is one of the Hell Knights strongholds. The Hell Knights are an order of knights who are lawful, but lawful with a fist. They believe that law should be enforced without mercy.
Order with no mercy.
Yes, order with no mercy. And so your character, Ana, or Anduriana,
thank you,
is a member of this order. You and Stella were given a job to go follow up on a missing persons report and discovered that it was more than just a couple of people. There were many, many people missing, as well as cats, dogs, and other creatures.
Chickens.
You tracked down the traffickers who had been kidnapping these individuals and discovered that they were delivering and selling the individuals and creatures back to the Citadel, the very Citadel where you live and where you serve. You then tracked down the seal and documents that you had about these deliveries and discovered that the people, the kidnappers, had been delivering them to the Science Division under Cuthwaldwyn, one of the council members, a bleached gnome who has lived for who knows how long. You talked with Brutus to discover this information, and he agreed to help you along with your captain. Or they are your two allies in the Citadel. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, you managed to get the attention of the very people doing this.
Stupid loudmouth.
Yep, stupid loudmouth. They took your weapons and your armor from you and put you kind of on, what did I say? You were off duty, quote unquote.
Administrative leave
until further notice. But then your lieutenant, having known that you weren't able to do other things, asked you, he had been given an assignment to go clean one of the summoning rooms down on one of the lower floors, and asked you, since he knew you weren't going to be doing anything else, to please go help with that. You went down to the summoning room, saw there the remains of some creature they had probably offered to the demonic, being they had summoned, walked in, and at that moment, you felt the electrical force of magic course through the room as the summoning circle seemed to activate. And you watched as slowly the dark mist began to rise in the middle of the summoning circle. A scene you are very well acquainted with as one summons a demon from the abyss. Or a devil.
It was a trap!
It was a trap!
It's a trap!
And that is where we are going to begin tonight's adventure. You and Stella, your half-orc companion, have just set off the trap set to kill you for being too nosy.
That's true.
And we will bring out our battle terrain.
Okay. One note, all of the terrain is made mostly by Weston. I help a little bit with cutting when he allows me to, because he's very picky. But he makes all of this lovely terrain.
All right. Are we centered?
Yes. 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 No,
Yes,
no.
there we are. All right. So you and Stella had just walked into a room. So I'm going to say that you are just in this area. Kind of decide where you want to be.
That's fine.
All right. So.
Oh, is that the blood?
Yes, that is the blood and the guts from whatever creature it was that happened to be offered to these denizens. What? Doesn't it look good?
Oh, it does. Crazy.
All right. So, and I forgot to turn on, and I'm having difficulty finding my battle music. Of course.
I can do it. Dun da 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 dun da 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 da.
I don't think you need to do that. Just saying. If you'll just be patient one moment. Okay, there we go.
1, 2. Ooh.
Oh, no, wait. I wanted... Oh. Stopped anyways. All right.
There we go.
So as you watch the black mist before you begin to rise, you see it coalesce into a familiar form as the blade, the long glaive-like blade, begins to stretch out from the mist, the horned head and the beard, the spiked beard that has been the bane of your training at Citadel Inferac. You have many, many times found yourself at the end of the glaive of a bearded devil, a Barbazu, which summons in the middle of the summoning circle. And let's roll for initiative. Ooh.
21.
21. All right. Well.
Wait. 23.
Ah. Yes. Don't forget your.
I know. My +2 to initiative.
Your +2 to initiative there.
So 23.
All right. Oh, I did do want to make sure that you have this. You were given some weapons by your captain
Yeah.
to keep you safe. And you've got those on your stuff, right?
Yes, I do.
All right. Good. Oh, also for all listeners, our player did level up. Our player and Stella did level up between the last adventure, so you are now a level 4.
I am.
Correct?
That's true. Can I hit it now?
All right, so I've got it. So you got a 23.
Yes.
All right, he got a 9. And got a roll for Stella. We got a roll for Stella. Stella. Ooh! Stella beat you.
What?
Yeah, Stella gets first crack at this thing with a 24.
Nice.
Just barely beating you out. So Stella is going to take the first swing at this creature. So she is going to use one of her... she's going to stride... She's a barbarian. She is going to rage. This barbarian orc is going to move forward raging to engage with this creature. And she is going to use her first action, actually. She gets to intimidate while raging. So she's going to attempt to intimidate this bearded devil. And let's see if she can manage to do that. And she doesn't with a natural 1. She does not manage to intimidate him. So she's going to attack him then. You want to roll for her? You want to roll her attack?
Yeah, I
so
can do it.
D20 plus 11.
It was a 6. So...
6, so 17. So she takes a swing at, and he manages to batter it away with his glaive as she makes her first attack. You're up.
All right, so for my first action, I want to move up to him.
All right. Now, you do notice as you walk through the sludge that is left over from this creature that is a little slippery.
Oh,
so
no!
Be careful of difficult terrain as you walk through that.
Frick. Okay. All right. Well, I'm still going to go up to him, and then I want to attack with my power. I want to a power attack.
All right.
With my +1 striking silver greatsword, which is 2d12. Okay.
All right. See if you hit.
23.
23 will hit.
Yes. Okay.
Just barely.
And then 2d12, 6, 10, 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage off of this guy. Now, you do notice, you fought these things quite often. Mm-hmm. You know that generally when you hit this devil with your sword, it doesn't ever quite do as much damage as someone would think. This time it does. It does not seem to be resistant to this weapon.
Oh,
you have a silver weapon, and it is not... It is got a resistance against all physical damage except for silver. So, all right, that is your... Is that your 3 actions?
Yeah, that was that was all 3.
So it is now its turn to take a swipe at the both of you.
Okay.
So since you're both right next to it, it is going to take a moment, and it is actually going to try and intimidate Stella back. So she tried to scare him.
Does that count as an action so I can do attack of opportunity?
No.
No? Okay.
It's not. He doesn't actually manipulate anything when he does that.
All right.
He'd be taking almost a free action just to yell at her.
Oh, okay.
So he is going to fail, though.
What's the DC on that?
DC for her would be against a will save. So she's got an 18. He rolled a 17.
Oh, jeez.
So just barely managed to not intimidate her. So then he's going to try and intimidate her and then take a swing at you. Actually, no, he's got...
Attack of opportunity!
No, he takes an attack at you.
Oh, dang it.
He's going to attack
No,
you.
attack Stella. Attack Stella.
All right, so he is going to... he attacks you, which will do...
No, you have to hit... Did you hit me or not?
Oh, he hit you. I can guarantee that.
What was
23.
It? Okay, then yes.
Sorry, 22.
You have to tell me these things.
I just rolled. All right, so that is going to do, let's see, 4 points of damage with the glaive, and then, oh, sorry, no, not 4, 11 points of damage with the glaive. And then as he hits you, you feel seep into you 8 points of evil damage. And roll a d20 for the infernal wounds. See if you are poisoned by it. What'd you roll? 2. 2 plus, what's your fortitude?
Wait,
It'd be on that page.
Oh, there it is, 9. So 11.
11, okay. So you don't critically fail, but you do fail. So you will start taking 1d6 persistent bleed damage each round.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Okay, hold on. So it was 11 and then 8?
11 and 8.
Right. It was 41 minus 8.
So it's 41 minus 8.
I don't have my
I need my little
calculator!
kid here. So 33. You have 33 hit points left.
Look, I was a performer, not a math student.
So that's 2 of his actions he's used, so he's going to swipe at Stella now. Haley.
Hold on.
He's swiping at Stella now.
Attack of opportunity!
Thank you, okay.
Oh my gosh. 2. I didn't hit.
Nope, didn't hit. All right. So he does manage to hit Stella, though, especially since neither of you are wearing armor because it got taken away from you. So she will take 9 points of slashing and only 3 there. So she only took 12 points of damage to her.
Yeah, she only took 12 points of damage.
All right. That is the end of its turn. So back to Stella. So
Stella, kick its ass.
So Stella, she is raging again. She is going to attempt to hit this guy. And let's see if she manages that. She doesn't. She rolled a 3.
Oh my god.
Here, I let you generally roll for Stella.
let me
You
roll
roll
for
for Stella.
her.
So I will let you roll for Stella.
So we're redoing that
We
one.
will redo that one. I'll let you roll for Stella.
17.
All right, there we go. So she gets 17 plus...
Plus 11?
plus 11. So she will
28.
definitely hit.
Is that? No, it's 20. His AC is 23, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 22.
Yeah, so it's not critical.
No, not critical. All right, so roll a d12, and then we get to add 10 to this.
Oh, it's a 1, so that's fine.
It's a
11.
1. It's still 11 points of damage to this guy, but we do notice hers, it doesn't quite hit as hard as yours
No,
did.
because it's not silver.
True.
All right, so it's my turn.
1 second. Oh, there we go. Somehow my thing didn't... all right, give me a second. I just got to subtract his life from it. All right, so that is Stella. She took 1 hit. That's her first one, so she gets to hit again. And do you want to roll again for her? Let's have her hit again.
Okay. 10.
10 minus 5. She will not hit.
Yeah, she won't
not hit
hit.
this time. And then she will also use that last chance to also try and intimidate him.
All right.
Actually, no. She will use her last action to move
I was
around
about to say.
here
Have a
to
move.
have him flanked.
Yes.
So that will be her turn. Now it's
And
up
that's
to you.
minus 2 to AC.
Yes, correct. He is flat-footed to you.
All right, so I am, because that's what I was going to do on the last turn. No, my turn was going to move over there with my action. All right, so with my first action, I'm going to power attack again.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Oh,
I did forget something. I can't find my hero points at the
just
moment.
17. I'll get my
Yeah,
hero
get your hero
point.
point.
I've got it right here. I got a hero point.
So,
All right, so
yeah.
that was 17.
Seven.
No, I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay,
So
already.
I'm spending it already.
Okay.
For the love.
It's worse.
It's worse.
All right, so
15.
you will miss on that first swing at
All
him.
right, and then I'm going to move away.
All right. You do have one action. Oh, no, you did power attacks.
No,
That
power
was the other.
attacks too,
Right.
so I'm going to move out of melee.
Okay. Remember, moving out of melee,
I know, I can't do an attack of opportunity.
but and she won't be, won't have him, he won't be flanked for her next attack.
Well,
So. Oh, music's off.
fine, I won't do that. So then I'll try to intimidate him as well. So not intimidating strike, just intimidate, and I'm just gonna go.
All right. Yes, you yell and scream at him.
I hate your stupid things.
All right, so you attack.
With screams.
What happens?
Do I have to roll for that,
Yep,
right?
you got to roll for that.
Oh my gosh! It's a 5.
It's a 5. That's gonna. Yeah, you scream at him, and he just kind of smiles at you like, all right.
Oh my gosh!
So that will be the end of your turn. He is now
If you kill me,
going to attack Stella one more time.
attack of opportunity.
Go ahead, and he rolled a 1, so he failed to hit her.
24.
That hits.
Does that do 2d12 because it's with the greatsword?
Yeah, it
So
always
the-
does 2d12.
10, 20.
20 points of... Dang! That was quite the hit.
Just kind of good at what I do.
All right. And he takes the hit, feeling the pain. Oh, one thing. On your turn, you take 4 points of persistent bleed damage. What are you down to?
The 29.
29. All right. So he tried to attack Stella.
Wait. I don't think I added the 6 from last time, so it's actually 23.
Okay. 23. He swings at her, misses the first time. He's going to swing again to hit her. And even with his -5, that will hit. But as he goes to hit her, you look at this demon, and for a moment you feel a connection. And you connect to the being he was before he went to hell, before he went into the abyss. And he feels for a moment the feelings he felt before he became a devil. He is still going to go through with the attack. But your glimpse of redemption makes it so Stella will have a 7 resistance from here on out.
Nice!
So our character...
Keep going.
Keep going, all right. So he is still going to hit her, which will do... There's 4 plus 7, it's 11.
It's 6, actually. It's plus 6 resistance, not 7.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
2 plus level.
Okay.
It's 4.
All right. And you made me lose count on my math.
I'm sorry.
So
you just have to do it again.
4 plus 11. Okay. So it does 14 points of damage to Stella in this strike. So that is 2 of his actions. You unnerved him, though, after that, and he is going to use this moment to move back this way. I can't see the board. And he's going to move himself against the wall. He didn't like what that look felt like to him. And that will be the end of his turn. And Stella is now up again. So
She's going to turn around and smack him.
she's seeing this. She's like, no, you didn't. And actually, she gets to use a reaction when he moves away to follow him.
Yeah,
She
was in the square, so he just literally moved on the other side of us.
Well, and she has a reaction that allows her to stride and follow him.
Nice.
So that doesn't even count as an action for her. So she gets to take a hit here. You want to take a swing?
For her. 18.
18. That will miss.
Right.
All right. Roll again. Let's do a second attack. Let's see if we can manage to hit.
It's a 6.
So we managed not to hit him any chance that time. However, she is going to... Let's see what she's going to do with her last action. She is also, though, going to back up. She's going to do a 5 feet back so he doesn't get an attack of opportunity against her.
Okay.
All right. You're up.
So it's my turn. All right.
And just so you know,
Alright,
he's starting to look pretty hurt.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to move forward.
All right, so this
That's
counts
25.
10 feet
5.
there. So 15 right there. Work for you?
That's fine, as long
Alright.
as we're...
Yep,
we're
you're in
good
range.
with diagonal. All right. Okay, so I moved once.
So this beard thieving, seeing you come towards him after what you just made him feel, he is wary of you. He is growling. He's got his glaive out. And he is ignoring Stella.
So I've got my great sword out, and I'm just like, I'm not going to let another one of you take the best of me. And I'm going to attack with Power Strike again.
All right.
17!
Oh, there we go.
So 29.
29. All right, that'll hit.
Okay. So I bring it down. I'm going to kind of swing it around and try to hit straight for the body. And I needed to sage my dice. 1, 10, 11. 11 points of damage.
Did you add your strength to that?
No. Oh, no. I haven't been doing that.
Yeah, add your strength.
Strength is 3, so 14.
14 points of damage. You chop into his body, and he is bleeding, and he is nursing his wounds, and he is very on the edge of falling. He is barely standing with his glaive out to you. You've got...
That's my last action.
That's all right. So, he, seeing this, it's now his turn. He's going to try and scare you to get back.
Wait, I don't have a shield or anything, do I?
No, you don't have a shield.
All right.
Nope. All right. So he is... Actually, he's going to move away. He's going to try and get away from you. So he's going to move here.
You can't go anywhere.
And over there to attack Stella.
There's nowhere safe for
He's
you.
more comfortable with attacking Stella than he is with you. That will definitely hit. Because that will be, 27. Which actually just doesn't crit. Like by 1. Doesn't crit.
Oh my gosh.
So, but he is going to do 1d8 of damage there. So, and he rolled max on that. So that is 15 points of slashing and 6 points. So it's 21 points of damage. But it doesn't hit her quite as bad as it generally would.
Because of
your
redemption.
She finds herself somewhat resistant to his evil damage that he inflicted her with. She's still hurt, but not as bad. And then he's going to try and attack one more time.
Did we do that he was enfeebled too?
We did not. He's enfeebled too?
Mm-hmm. Well, just until the end of your turn. Their turn. So he was enfeebled until the end of his turn, so it's fine.
Okay, he doesn't hit this time because of that. So he takes a -2 on his attacks. Right. But he does also do a -2 on his damage. So it was 2 less damage also. So a total of 8 damage negated against Stella. Good. And then because of that, he does not hit Stella. He goes to swing at her and cannot find the strength in his arms to quite swipe, and it's a stumble swipe, and she moves out of the way as he stands there breathing heavily, not sure quite what's going on here with these stupid humans. And Stella then is going to... It's her turn now, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's take a swing.
17, so 29.
That will definitely hit him. How does Stella do this? roll your D. She's gonna. I mean, she's doing 10
D12
extra damage. Yeah. So roll D12. Right. Let's see.
9.
How does Stella do this?
All right. So she's gonna take her warhammer and she's gonna bring it up over top and she's gonna yell, "Not today!" And she's gonna smack him in the forehead straight down into the brain, not squashing it like a melon like she did with Calvo, but like just.
What?
Like that. Just like that. Just go with it.
Okay, I'll go with them all.
With them all.
All right, and this bearded devil, you watch as she hits his face. As it hits in the middle, and the face kind of contorts a little bit as it crushes down, and then her strike continues to pass through as he becomes black vapor and mist and dissipates, sent back to the realm from which he came.
I kind of drop my greatsword into one hand and I look at her and I said, "They just tried to kill us."
And Stella looks at you and goes, We beat a bearded devil. It's our first time.
Yes, we did. Very okay.
Ooh.
But Stella, focus.
Oh, yeah.
They just tried to kill us.
Oh.
We need to get back to the captain immediately.
Oh.
So I'm going to take my sword and sheath it. And then I'm going to turn around and book it out of the room.
Okay. So you go, open up the door there. I imagine you're not going to do the cleaning job.
No.
That you were sent for.
Bloody hell no. Besides, all I know that's like ketchup. It's not real blood.
And as you go walking out, you see a signifier walking towards you, walking towards the room, and he looks at you. What are you doing in there?
We were sent to clean up.
But I was sent to clean up. Is it clean?
No, you can do it. Thank you. And I walk by, like as fast as I possibly can.
Looks at you. Homages. They don't make them like they used to. Back when I was in training. So you will leave this encounter having defeated your first bearded devil.
Without passing out. Yay!
Without being knocked out. And you did it with quite a few hit points left.
Yes, I did. I have 23.
So as you're walking away and walking up, you feel an impulse, a whisper in your ear to place your hand against your own chest. And as you do, you cast Lay on Hands and heal yourself. I believe it's 2. What do you have in there? What is it?
It doesn't say what it is. It just says it's a full spell.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me get to my Lay on Hands.
Should be based on your level.
Yeah. So it's well, no. It says 6 times 2 focus level.
Yes.
So
Your
12.
focus level
So
is
12.
2 because you're level 4. It's half your level. Your level divided by 2, rounded up, is your focus spell level. So it's 6 times that. So you heal
12.
yourself for 12 points of healing.
So as that happens and I feel it, I'm just kind of like.
And as you do that, you feel the necklace around your neck warm. Feeling like it vibrates with the same energy that just passed through your being.
No idea what that was, but it was kind of awesome.
Stella looks at you. What?
Nothing. It's fine.
Oh. We just... That sword's really nice.
Oh yes, I have to thank the captain. And are we getting close to the captain?
Yeah, as you're walking up, you head up the 2 flights of stairs, back up to your level, and you're heading straight to the captain's office, correct? Mm-hmm. All right. You go up to the captain's door.
And I knock.
It is closed.
And I knock. Like, hard. I'm not going to, or our dog will lose it. So, knock, 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 knock.
All right. You knock. No answer.
Okay, I'm going to knock again. Knock, 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 knock.
You wait. No answer.
All right, Stella, we've got to get somewhere hidden. We can't be out. If they think they've killed us, we need to go somewhere.
What about Brutus?
Yes. Yes, that's a good idea. Let's go down to him.
I know it. I mean, we survived that pretty well, but I'm still kind of hurt.
Oh. Oh, no, you're right. We probably should...
Let's check with Brutus first, though.
Yeah, let's go to Brutus, and then we can go down to the infirmary.
Okay.
And get healed up.
I will. You know me. I'm not. I like to take my hammer and smash. I'll follow your lead.
I know.
Where would we go?
I know. Yeah, let's go down to Brutus and tell him what happened.
Should we? I think Brutus would. I'm bleeding a little bit. Can I at least head back to my bunk and just wash a little bit?
Yeah, of course.
I gotta change of clothes there too.
Dear, okay.
It probably shouldn't look like we just went through battle or will people ask questions.
I look down at myself. Do I look like I've been through battle?
You got some slashes in your clothing.
All right, fine. We'll go back to the barracks and we'll get changed.
I mean, Leto might, like the look.
No. Leto can suck it. And not in a good way.
No.
Ugh. Right, so, okay, fine. We'll go back to the barracks and get a change of clothes and change really quickly.
All right.
Like,
So-
really quickly.
Yes, get quick dressed. It's just clothing. You're not putting on armor.
No.
Although, as you walk by that area, you do suddenly see Tiber, who is walking around. He's like, Anna, where'd you get that? Looks at your sword.
The captain?
Well, that's a fine weapon.
Yes, it is.
So she gave, because I didn't issue anything. So
No, she gave it to me.
Smart woman. All right. Well, keep your nose clean. I still don't know why this is happening. I haven't been able to get any news myself.
No,
But I'm still not allowed to. The order to not issue any weapons or gear still holds.
Oh, no, it's all right, Tiber. I know why this is happening, so it's fine.
You do?
Yes, I do. Don't worry about it. I don't want to get you involved.
All right.
Thank you, though. And
Keep your nose clean. Stay safe.
thank you. And I just continue walking.
All right. You head down one floor and over to, through the study areas, over to Brutus's office where he generally is to teach. It is his classroom as well.
Mm-hmm.
As you get there, the class is in session.
All right, so I'm going to go in. I'm going to open the door and just step into the back and stand there.
Oh, Stella, you decided to join us for class. Oh, good. Come sit down. Come sit.
Wait, this is our class?
This is your class. It was the morning time.
Oh.
You guys
Okay,
woke
then
up and
I'm
went
gonna
straight to
slink in.
Brutus.
I'm going to slink in and sit down. I didn't realize we had class. Sorry. So I'm just going to, and then I sit down.
Well, today we are learning about it. So he continues on with his lecture about the blood wars, the fights between the devils and the demons in the abyss, and all the information. River of Souls, just giving kind of a general abyssal lesson for the day. Class wraps up, and he dismisses all the students back to their activities and their duties for the day. And he goes and sits at his desk.
All right.
As he does motion to
Right,
you.
good. I stand up and walk very quickly to his desk. And I wait until all the students have filed out.
Anna,
Yes?
why are you bleeding in my classroom?
A funny story, that. So, someone just tried to murder us. We were sent down to the summoning room on the second floor.
Uh-huh.
And
Which one?
the one that we were sent to...
Red pentagram,
Yes.
blue. Okay.
The red pentagram.
Devils. Okay.
And we went in there, and as soon as we walked onto the summoning circle, it triggered something, and a bearded devil was summoned. And we killed it. Yay, thank you, Stella. But the point is, we were found specifically and told to go down there
By who?
by the lieutenant. I don't know. I don't suspect him of foul play, honestly. I don't. I think he was probably told to come find us.
The question is by who?
I don't know.
Have you talked to your captain?
She wasn't in her office when we walked by. That was the first place we went.
I talked to her earlier, and she is doing her own investigating as quietly as she can. She is a very well-known figure. It is difficult for her to walk around without being noticed.
Yes,
You probably don't realize the celebrity that you have as a captain.
probably not.
She is the hero of 3 different campaigns.
That's
Every
exciting.
Hell Knight in the Citadel knows her name. So
Well, yeah, but let's be honest. It's not a very big citadel, is it? I'm just throwing that out there. Just saying. Anyway,
You are only allowed below to generally floor 3. There are 10 levels.
I know, and I quite literally have no interest in seeing any of the rest of them.
So,
But
that's beside the
what
point.
happened.
That is beside the
That's
point.
what happened. I mean, obviously they know what's going on. Obviously they've tried to kill us now, at least once. I don't suspect this to stop.
Okay. Agreed. Well, we have, 2 days now
Yes.
to gather information and to bring something forth to the council. So, for the moment, we need to keep you alive.
I know.
You are injured. Sounds like a perfect reason for me to send you down to the infirmary.
Yes, I agree. And I look at Stella and like she kind of needs it too, so yeah.
So I will send you down to they're on the 4th floor. Generally, there's the small unit up here that comes and helps when you have training, but I'm going to send you down actually to the medical unit.
I don't think I've ever been down there.
I don't think you have either. Generally, that's the level below there is where we keep homagers out of. There's a reason why we have the medical unit stationed on that floor, because everything below there becomes more deadly.
That makes sense.
The farther down you go, the higher level signifiers work and summon higher level denizens of the great beyond. And so it is more deadly.
That makes sense. All right, well, we'll go down there. Now, should we just stay there until you call for us?
For the moment, head down there, and I will have an order sent down directly that you are to be stationed there for the time being.
All right. I want to... Okay. All right, we'll do that. We'll go there. I need to make a quick stop before we continue, though. I look at Stella and just say that I need to make a quick stop before we go down.
She's like, oh, okay. So Brutus, of course, is, well, be quick about it.
I will.
And please don't bleed everywhere.
Oh, I'm so sorry that my wounds happen to be getting blood on things.
It's hard to clean. Granted, we generally have black and red as our colors, so...
For a reason.
Yes, there is a reason. And but,
All right.
still.
Okay, so I want to walk out, and then I want to go find the library.
Okay.
With Stella, and I'm going to look at her and I say, all right, Stella, you remember that book that you told me about the in defense of tyranny?
In defense of tyranny?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know where it is in the library?
Anna, you don't understand how the library is organized?
Okay, so
You see, it generally goes by subject, and then it goes by author.
Yes, thank you. I know that. If you know directly where it is, then I don't have to go search for it.
Oh, but it's kind of more fun this way.
Fine. So I walk off to the library. And the library's on the first floor, right?
Yes, there is a library that you are acquainted with that is on the first floor of
and
the Citadel.
this book would be in that library, right?
Yes, this
Right.
this would be in that library.
Okay, so I go in and I begin looking for the book.
Right, give me one moment to pull up the library map for myself.
Okay.
One second there. I didn't have that map out.
It's all right.
It's all your fault.
I know. How dare I go somewhere you didn't expect?
Exactly. All right. So as you walk into the library, you do walk by and are greeted by the librarian, Isa.
Hello, Isa.
Isa is a beautiful black woman, tall, curly hair, stands very regally. She, as you would know, because you would go in there to do research for projects, she is from Mwangi, which in the world of Golarion would be the equivalent of our Africa. Mm-hmm. She wears bright colors, very much kept her culture as she came to serve in the Citadel. And she looks at you. Anna, yes, you had a book that Brutus wanted you to take. Oh, my dear, I do not remember.
He did?
Yes. It
Like,
was about slavery.
Oh, yes. Right, yep, that book. Yes.
Are you here to check that one out?
Sure. But I'm also looking for something else.
Yes.
I'm looking for In Defense of Tyranny.
Yes, of course.
If you could you think you could show me to that one, please?
Yes. She shows you into along the back corner of it. She points out to the section where you can find it. So it's in the area of government and under the author Quintus Salvus. So you look for the S's and she says...
I walk along and I find the S's.
Here'll be the book. Let me know if you need anything else. And she walks back to the front desk,
Right.
leaving you there with the book.
Right, now look at Stella. Wait, would I have? No, I wouldn't. Oh, frick. Stella.
Stella's like, why...
I need a pen or a writing utensil implement.
Okay, just a second. She walks to the front, talks to Isa, and is like, I need to make a note. Can you give me a writing quill? She's like, oh, yes, of course. And she hands her a quill with some ink, and she has a little piece of paper, because, of course, don't write in the books. And Stella walks, what are we doing here?
I just need to do something really quick, all right? If you want to, you can wait for me at the front. That's fine.
Do you want me to stay here? Do you want me
No, it's fine. Just go to the front. I'll be there in a second. It's fine.
Okay.
Sure. Go.
Okay. Here, roll either diplomacy or deception. I'm trying to... You're kind of walking that fine line. You haven't said anything that's a lie yet.
I think I'm going to do diplomacy.
Okay.
16.
Okay. She, trusting you, says, okay, well, I will wait at the door. And so she walks over to the door to wait for you there.
I pull the book off of the shelf, and I'm assuming it's a fairly hefty tome.
It's a good size one.
And then I flip to the back page, and I take the quill and the piece of paper really quickly, and I draw a very rudimentary flower on it, and because I don't have blue ink, I'm assuming it's black. The ink is black. I'm going to do a little arrow and say blue, because I don't have blue ink. With that, and then I'm going to tuck it into the back of the book and shut it, and then put the book back on the shelf.
As you do this,
oh hell!
You suddenly feel behind you someone just kind of tug on your shirt, just on the hem right here at your waist. Excuse me.
Yes.
And you look to the side of you and you don't see anyone. Then you look down and you see Jude. He's a half elf.
Half elf?
Sorry, not half elf, halfling.
He's a half elf.
Half
what?
Elf.
All right. His name is Jude.
Yes. You would have seen him. He works in the library. He's a slave here at the Citadel, and he serves in the library with Isa.
All right.
And he's...
Do I know him?
You will have seen him around. Like, no, personally.
Like, would I know his name?
You would know who he is, but you would possibly know who his name. Roll a d20, and she's going to do a recall knowledge.
17.
So, yeah, you would have heard his name and know who he is and that he serves there in the library.
Right.
And he said, is there something specific I can help you with, Lady Knight?
No.
Are
Jude,
you...
Thank you.
Sure there's nothing you're looking for?
Yes. I am looking for something. I don't know what to do.
Go to your notes.
I don't remember what I'm supposed to say. Shoot.
You wrote this down. I know you did. I watched you do it.
Okay. Wait. Wrong one. Okay. Hold on. There's not that many pages. Okay, I'm supposed to say... What? I'm looking for directions to the turning theater?
Jude looks up at you. Surprised. Very surprised. But how would you perform?
I don't know. She didn't tell me the next part.
Well, come. I would recommend some reading for you. He pulls out a book and hands it to you.
Right.
It is The Rising Danger of the Abolitionists. He says, I would recommend reading chapter 4.
Wait. Rising Danger
of the Abolitionist.
Abolitionist. Which chapter, Jude?
4.
Chapter 4.
I would recommend returning this book tomorrow in the morning.
Tomorrow morning, okay.
Good reading, Lady Hell Knight. And he turns around and walks away.
Thank you, Jude. All right. Okay, I'm going to take the book.
All right, take the book.
I guess.
Yep.
And then go back to Isa and say, Isa, I would like to check this book out. And I don't remember the name of the slavery one that Professor Brutus or Signifier Brutus asked me to read. Do you remember?
Oh.
You know what?
I believe it was The Rising Danger of the Abolitionists.
It was?
Was The Evils of Mercy? Oh. I cannot remember.
You know, don't worry about it. It's fine. I'll read it later. Oh, you don't have to worry. It's good. We're good.
Are you sure? I know he really...
No, it's totally fine. I'll just take this one.
He mentioned you were having some issues in your papers.
Yes, well, it's true. But I'll just take The Rising Danger of the Abolitionists for the moment. Thank you, though.
Okay.
All right. Do you want me to sign anything?
Yes, you need to sign the book out.
Oh, okay.
So she gives you, the place where you sign it out, the card and stuff like that.
Does she have a little stamp?
Yeah, she does. But it's magical. She's a signifier, so
that's true.
A drop of blood on there so they can track you down if you steal the book.
No, really?
Sure, why not?
No, if you didn't already have it planned, no, I'm not giving you my blood. Then you're just going to sign it.
They don't need to try. You live at the Citadel. They're not too worried about you.
They take the library books very seriously here.
They do. All right, so yeah, you go ahead and check that out.
Right.
And so you now have The Rising Danger of the Abolitionists.
Okay. And I have to return it tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then I rejoin...
Oh, it was, your homework was In Defense of Tyranny.
It was in defense... Nice.
I didn't even remember that.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to return to Stella. And she's like, okay, I got everything I needed, so let's go.
So GM point at the moment, Stella recommended Defense of Tyranny because it actually talks about what you guys are talking about, not because it had connection to this. Like, none of that was planned out with those connections there.
Well, then it's all so serendipitous.
Yes, it is. All right, so you will head that. Stella's waiting in the front. I thought you were getting in Defense of Tyranny.
I did, but Jude actually suggested that I read Rising Danger of the Abolitionist. So
that would fit well too.
Yeah, so I'm going to take that one.
Since we're going to be downstairs. You really do need to resolve your issues with the legality of slavery.
Look, Stella, we're not getting into this conversation right now.
Fine, Stella, fine.
Fine, Stella, fine.
Sorry, fine, Anna. I'm talking to myself.
I know, it's fine. Yeah, but let's get downstairs. I mean, if we're going to be down in the infirmary for such a long time, I figured taking a book would be a good idea.
Good reading? I could see that. Ooh. She goes
dear
in.
Heavens, no,
she's
I have
like,
to wait for her.
Yeah, so she goes in, start looking for a book herself. to read, because you make a very good point that, you're going to be down there, so she's going to want something to read. So she instead is going to pick out, let's see, The Evils of Mercy. It's by the founder of the Hell Knight Order, so she will enjoy that one.
Yes, I'm sure she will.
So you both take your books and head out.
Down into the infirmary.
All right, down into the infirmary.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to head down into the infirmary next, and I think this might not be a bad time for a break.
Oh.
As we transition into a new section.
We've only been going for an hour. Okay, cool.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break as we transition into a new map and new section, and then we will be right back as we venture down into the infirmary and meet the medical unit of Citadel Infrac.
Yes, and hello to everybody that's in the chat. Scuba Granny Forever, Daisy J. Joy, Trevor J. White, H. Johnson Yoga Life, aka all of the people I love. Hello and welcome, and thank you for chatting. If you guys want to chat with us, we'll be reconvening on the chat at the end as well. So go ahead and drop us something that you would like. And thank you, Trevor. I'm glad that you like the accent. It's very fun to do.
All right, we'll be right back.
Bye.
All right, and we are back.
And we're back.
So I figured that was a good time, because now we are going to, you're going to go down to a new floor of the Citadel that you have not been to before.
No.
So after your battle with the bearded devil, you found yourself injured, but not too badly. Stella definitely took a couple of good hits. So after meeting with Brutus to bring him up to speed on what was going on, and making your first contact with the agent of the Bellflower Network, a network of abolitionists freeing halfling slaves there in the nation of Cheliax. Nation of Cheliax. You've made contact and are supposed to return tomorrow morning with the book to meet who knows. You now have decided to go and actually get your wounds treated. Because Stella's like, I'm hurting here. So you are going to head down to the 4th floor of the Citadel to get yourselves checked out.
Yep.
And that is where we will pick up.
Okay.
So you go, you know your way down. You've been to the 2nd floor, where it's mainly, you've got some summoning circles for very low-level signifiers, trainees, generally smaller stuff being summoned, but there's also classrooms and stuff there. 3rd floor gets a little bit more intense on the summoning, circles and such. Citadel Infrac that's what they do. They are magic users. There you go. Magic users who summon demons and such to fight. But now you've headed down one more floor to the 4th floor, which is where the medical unit is housed. And that is where we are starting up now. So you walk down to the 4th floor.
Right. Where on the map are the stairs?
Oh, they're right in between the...
Right here?
Right there.
Right here. Okay.
Yes. Sorry, I forgot to put those on
That's
there.
okay.
For our viewers, you should see that map actually in the bottom corner of your screen. You'll see the same map she's looking at of this floor of the Citadel.
Directly below me.
Yes. So as you come down, you see, as usual, the huge hole in this middle center. Infrac is an ancient dead volcano, and you see the hole that passes all the way through the Citadel down to the Hellgate at the bottom. There you see a bunch of cots in the middle, and soldiers there getting basic triage. There are some medical personnel walking around. You can tell because they're in more of that doctor garb, white cloaks. They have got different magical things. They don't have their stethoscopes, but instead they've got cones that they put to their ear and put to your chest. Old school style. But you see more of them casting healing spells and such. There are a bunch of rooms on either side of this open space in the middle. And you come down in the stairs between two rooms yourself. as you walk down into this open space in the middle.
I guess I just kind of look around. Would it have been enough time for Brutus to have sent down word that we're to be stationed here for the next little while?
No.
Not yet, okay. All right, so I guess I just look around for someone that looks in charge.
Okay. As you see a man walking by you, maybe mid-20s. He's got long, wavy hair, blue eyes, and black skin.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
He doesn't seem to hear you.
Oh, right.
Like he's just about 10, 15 feet in front of you as he's walking across.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of like, hello.
Okay, he manages to catch your hand waving as he walks by. I just did a perception check for him, and he.
Hi. We need some help.
Pulls out a paper, writes on it, and hands out. It's like, "Can I help you?"
Oh. Can you not hear? Oh, I should probably... Right, okay, So, I guess, like, can I have the paper? Like, give me the
He's
paper.
he's reading your lips now that he's looking directly at you.
Okay.
He's like...
Okay, I'm hurt. She's hurt. I need help.
And so he points out to an older... You see a woman... again, in cloaks, but her garb is a little bit more ornate than the others. There's definitely a status that you can tell in the garb she's wearing.
All right.
And so he directs you. He's like,
Okay. Thank you.
"What?
You suck because my character doesn't know sign language.
No, your
but
character
I
does not
do.
know sign language."
But I do, and that's not fair. Okay. All right. So then we kind of walk around and go to the woman with the more official-looking robes.
As she's standing there, you can see she's currently helping a wounded knight, Hell Knight there, who's sitting there being treated. He is making a big uproar about he's been in so much pain, but you can't see anything wrong with him. He's like, you hurt so bad. Oh, please. Oh, yes. Of course it does. You know, you need to be more careful in the future. Oh, it's just so bad. Right. She turns around to walk away from him. She sees you. Oh,
Excuse me.
you're bleeding.
Yes. Could we possibly get some assistance?
Come sit.
Okay, thank you.
As you get closer, you do see she is...
Where am I bleeding?
You've been cut across the midsection and one of your arms.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
So you put on new clothes, so it's bleeding a little bit through your new clothes, so you're kind of making those ones dirty.
All right, so I didn't realize that was where it was. Okay, so it kind of hurts. It kind of hurts. All right, so then I'm holding on to it, and I'm walking...
And
over.
Stella's got, a cut across her face, and... there's a little bit of blood going on there.
I probably
and
should have asked that sooner.
You had persistent bleed damage, so
That's
you were
true,
bleeding.
I did. I was actively bleeding. You're right. The pain! No, just kidding.
So she brings you both. She's like, both of you, come sit. You do notice this woman is elven. She is an elf, but older in the face. So she is definitely an older elf.
Very old.
And so she says, "What happened? You seem to have... Oh, wait. That's a glaive, wasn't it?"
Yes, we were fighting a bearded devil.
Oh, dear. What? They always like to summon those for homagers, don't they? It's a favorite.
Yes, I've noticed.
Eothor, come, can you help this? You see a red-skinned tiefling man walk over to you. Yes. How can I be of assistance? She needs some healing, and I've been working on these others. Could you please cast some healing magic to cure these wounds up and treat them for, I imagine there's some infection happening right now.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's the thing.
Please, both of you sit. So you both are invited to sit down on the cots.
All right, sit down.
All right. So he comes over and begins looking at your wounds. Well,
Do I have to take anything off?
not at the moment. He's just he pulls up the shirt just a little bit. It's nothing in a bad place.
It's nothing inappropriate.
At the moment. But he just starts examining your wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm guessing you won.
Yes.
Since you're conscious.
Yes, you did.
How many of there were you?
It was just myself and Stella.
Really?
Yes.
Well, and you're only in this bad of shape.
Yes.
You must be close to being ready for your trial.
Yes, we are.
Well, let me see if I can... He reaches into his cloak and pulls out a symbol that you would roll a religion check.
That's a natural one, that is.
Natural 1.
That's not going to tell me anything.
My
religion, it's a 6 total. Yay!
It's a 6 total. Okay. Because you broke 5, which is the DC I set for this, because you are a Hell Knight, and this is a symbol of Asmodeus.
Okay, yeah, I'd probably recognize.
You will know this symbol. It's all over the freaking place. If you had not had religion, it would have been like, dude, I don't know what that is. So he pulls out his symbol to Asmodeus and begins to pray to Asmodeus to heal your wounds. And you feel this dark energy seep into you. You healed yourself recently and felt a magic that had a cool feeling. This is hot, red hot, as if someone was cauterizing the wound to shut it. But as he casts this, the wounds begin to close up. Roll a fortitude check for me.
Just a check or a save?
A save. So you do that plus your fortitude.
20.
Okay. You handle it pretty well. Just kind of breathing your way through it. You're used to pain.
Higher or lower than childbirth?
Much lower.
All right.
I'm definitely going to say
anything.
There you go. I'll say definitely lower than childbirth, but a little more painful than the reckonings.
Right. Okay.
That you have to do on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So he then goes over to Stella to begin healing her. As he does this, you see a young human girl come up. And she's like, Eothor, do you need any help checking them over? Yes, please. Check for infection. We want to make sure nothing, gets in the blood. And so she comes over. Hi, I'm Rhea.
Hi, Rhea.
How are you doing?
Better now that I'm not bleeding.
She's about your same age.
Oh, she is?
Yeah,
okay.
She's 18.
You said she was a young girl, so I was imagining like 12. Okay.
No.
All right. Hi.
I'm
yes.
36 now, or so.
Okay, that's true.
Young girl, comparatively.
Yes. Hi. Yeah, I'm feeling much better.
Are you an armature?
I am.
Oh, cool.
I've never seen you around.
Oh, I'm generally down here in the medical unit. I'm training right now to be a medic, so I don't get off this floor much.
I can imagine not. Well,
so most of the wounded people, they bring them to me. I don't go to them.
No, that makes sense. I'm Andoriana.
Oh, nice to meet you. I am Rhea Casco.
Rhea Casco. Hold on.
Yep.
Hold on.
So that's Rya, and then last name is Caskbow. So she's short, curled, blonde hair, and blue eyes. And surprisingly, her skin is holds a bit of a tan. You can tell that she has, while she says she doesn't get off this floor much, she has spent a lot of time in the sun.
All right. Oh, it's very nice to meet you.
Real nice to meet you. Here, let me check you. So she starts checking your wounds. She's now doing, pushing around the wound. She's wanting to check your temperature. General checkup is what she's doing. Kind of like what you'd expect. He just triaged your wounds, but now the medical assistant came in to just do other stuff. She has you fill out some forms and some paperwork.
Oh, jeez.
This is.
Hey, this is faster service than I ever get in a doctor's office.
That's true enough.
I got right in, man.
Well, and this is Osmodius. He is loves his contracts. So she does actually have you start filling out paperwork, name, rank, where you're stationed.
Thank you. Where I'm stationed. Well, that's a good question.
And as you're doing this, she's asking you all these things. She's like, so where? I mean, are you just on the first floor then?
The first and the second, occasionally the third. This is the first time I've ever been down here.
Have you been up the top into the ramparts?
Yes, I have, actually.
Oh, what's the view like?
It's absolutely stunning. You stand at those parapets and it's like you're on top of the world. And when you're quiet, you can hear the wind rush up the mountainside and it sounds like you're the only person in the world.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It does sound nice.
I don't get out of here much anymore. I used to spend all my time out in the sunlight, and I was on a farm, and now to be in here all day long, it gets kind of dark and gloomy.
Yes, I can imagine it does. Why don't you get to go outside very often?
Well, I'm in here working.
Don't you get, breaks, time off?
They keep us pretty busy. We've always got guards coming up from the lower floors, injured pretty consistently. So and as she says this, you see a male orc who happens to be on one of the gurneys, just down from you. Yes, we are in battle all the time, fighting beasts and large fiends. I remember this one time. Yes, Sarad, we know. And he kind of looks a little deflated. Doesn't get to tell his story. Yeah, you see there are about four other Hell Knights there getting worked on. They all laugh at him. He's good laugh at his expense. Well, I think you are all right. I don't think you have any danger.
That's good.
Did you get healed? Receive any healing before you came down here?
Yes, sort of. I don't know. To be totally honest, I'm not sure.
It looks like there was some. I know what Eothor's healing looks like, and some of this looks to have been healed. Some of these smaller cuts seem to have healed differently. Interesting. Well, yeah. You seem to be all right. We will be able to get you discharged very soon.
Well, about that, so Signifier Bruce said that he thought that it would be a good idea for us to be stationed down here for a little while. There should be some type of notification or something to the head of the department, or something like that.
I will be sure to ask. I didn't read this name before after I came up with it. Nalalwe. I'll ask Nalalwe. Yeah, I'll give you the spelling later.
Okay.
She's the first medic, the elven woman that you met. I'll ask Nalalwe to see if she's gotten any notification regarding that. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to have someone else here, maybe someone a little younger. Most of the Hell Knights, they're kind of a little brutish. When you're a young woman down here, they like to catcall.
I can imagine.
So, okay, well, let me find out if they have anything.
All right, thank you.
They came down. So just stay here. Please fill out the rest of this paperwork. It's only 10 pages.
Right.
All right. And so she makes sure you have a quill to begin to continue filling out the amount of
Ridiculous amount of paperwork
that you have just been given. So she goes.
That's one of those circles of hell, right?
Yes, exactly. So as you sit there waiting for a bit, she goes to check in with Nalawe. As you do, Ana also. I'm sorry, Stella. Stella also gets checked. Has her wounds healed up, and then she's also given this mountain of paperwork to do. He does have to cure her of some poison as well, so she's got a couple extra forms that she has to fill out for that. He is a cleric of Osmodeus. He loves his contracts.
I lean over to Stella and I'm like, so that one right there says that we can't sue them if we die.
Yes.
And that one right there says that if we get infected from any of their treatments, it's your own damn fault.
Well, and one of them also states that all disputes must be handled by arbitration.
In triplicate.
Yes, in triplicate. Which has to be done manually because this is before carbon copies.
It just reminds me of those aliens in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy where
yes.
It's like you have to get that signed and then the thing, yeah.
As you finish the forms, you do have a small halfling woman with long curly blonde hair and walks up to you. Yeah. Yes, can I take your forms?
Of course, please. Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
she walks over to Stella. Can I take your forms as well? And Stella hands her the forms. Thank you very much. And she walks them over towards the office area. You can tell there's one area where they've got all the forms and all the office stuff set up, and she takes that paperwork over there. A couple minutes later, as you're waiting, the Nalalwe Nalalwe.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Walks over, comes over. I just received a notice from Councilman Brutus that
yes,
he, for some reason, wants you stationed down here. Apparently, there's some investigation going on, and you're not allowed to have your normal deployments at this time.
No, we're kind of on a administrative leave, as it were. So we're wanting to be of use. So I guess that's where he thought we needed to be.
Oh, okay. I will see how I can use your help.
Thank you.
Do you have any experience with chamber pots?
Oh, bloody hell, really?
Well, we don't need protection here. We need help cleaning.
I guess if that's what we have to do.
So.
Are we really going to have to do chamber pots?
You might.
Oh, frick.
So as you, she gets you both up and starts to give you the tour of the medical facilities there. You find that in the middle is where they've got a bunch of cots and they triage the different individuals just as they come in. Mm-hmm. On the sides are rooms for those who have more lasting injuries.
Yeah.
Which generally are mental. There are quite a lot of fiends and devils and others that have psychic abilities or abilities that affect the mind. Mm-hmm. And they are, a lot of those are in these rooms for long-term treatment. Mm-hmm. So those that are quick battle wounds, they bring them out here in the cots, fix them up real quick, and then they take them, move them back into service. Mm-hmm. Those with wounds that don't heal so easily and need long-term care, they might be in the rooms. And as you notice, on one side, they are much bigger rooms. Those are for the signifiers. And then there's the smaller rooms.
Queen-size beds.
Yeah.
What the heck?
With waiting areas and all that. That's for the signifiers. The Hell Knights get the other side.
Yeah. Because why take care of your fighters, because that's just stupid.
Well, they can just summon up a fiend. They don't need you. There's also, you do meet a couple of guards. There are a couple of guards that are stationed there at the very front. One of the rooms you walked by as you came down is a area holding cells in there. They have one on every floor. There's a couple guards with some holding cells in case anyone gets problematic. Sometimes Hell Knights snap.
It's true.
In all of this. So you meet there Brimman. He is a human male. And then Sardrol. Grunland.
These are guards?
These are guards. They're stationed here at the moment. They move around. Like, all the knights serve in different parts at different times. So these are the guys on duty. There's one of them's a man, and then Sardrol is a female. She's a female human.
Are there normally 2 guards on duty at all times?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So they meet you, say, as they're either brisk, straight to business.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to have you. If we'll let you know if we need anything. It's generally pretty quiet here on this floor. This is where people come when they're injured. We're not fighting much here. It's kind of the cush job.
I can imagine. Thank you.
I had to bribe a signifier with 4 gold to get this station.
4 gold? 4 whole gold?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot of money.
It actually is.
I know. I'm just thinking about the fact that I never gave my money back to anyone.
No, you didn't. And no one asked you for it.
Nope.
So, they're there. You meet them. You will meet the rest of the staff, the medical staff that's there.
Mm-hmm.
So you did meet the first medic, Nilalwe, and her last name I'm not even going to try and have you spell. Again, I'll give you that one.
You can give me all this later.
In a minute, yes. And then you meet Leofric. Leofric is a 90-year-old man. He is a medic, brown hair, rough skin. He is a fat man, though. He is very fat. And he walks in and he's like, hey, hello, welcome here. We welcome. We always need more people to help. Good to see you. Good to see you. He gives hugs to both of you. Very exuberant man.
Like, hello. Hi. Wow. Look at Stella kind of like, what is going on?
He's like, yes, good to have you. We will need lots of work, lots of bedpans, lots of cleaning. People get injured. There's blood on the floor, things like that.
So excited.
And lifting. We have some that...
I can lift. I would rather lift.
Oh, good. Because sometimes we have to bathe them. We have to lift them out of the beds, the ones that are catatonic. So...
Oh.
As you can tell, I don't do any lifting. And he's a jolly man.
It's like Santa Claus.
Yeah. Think kind of, I think it's, forget the name, Jonathan Rhys Davies.
Oh, yeah. Gimli.
Gimli, yeah, but think of him more from the Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Indy, huh?
All right.
So you meet him. You did meet Eothor. Eothor is very stoic, very nonsensical.
Is there any kind of like anything like not recognition, but like a softening at all towards me because I'm also a tiefling? No, none at all. Okay, that works.
He doesn't care who you are.
Okay.
You are a Hell Knight Armiger. Your status is there, and that's it.
That's it. All right.
He's very rigid. You do know if you just are around him anytime, he's very rigid to the rules, very letter of the law. He takes his worship of Asmodeus very serious.
All right.
You meet Rhea, and then you meet Ulrich. And Ulrich, who you meet, is the individual you first met when you came down here. He is deaf.
Oh, okay. Oh, dang it. Not him. Never mind. Sorry.
No. He is deaf. You do also see a couple. There are a couple halfling slaves that are working in the area.
All right.
So they do put you to work, doing
Cleaning
quite a few
bedpans.
tasks. They luckily right now don't have any of that. They've already did their cleaning for the morning.
Oh, good.
So you've got a little bit of time before something like that will happen.
All right.
But they do ask you to do some mopping, some cleaning of different areas, carrying of equipment, going to the storeroom and pulling out, big things, organizing stuff. So which one do you... So you and Stella, they're going to put each of you to work. One of you is going to go help organize the storeroom a little bit. The other one is going to help lift people into bathtubs for bathing.
I'm going to go with the storeroom.
Okay, you go in the storeroom. So you are then... this is a bit of an organizational thing.
I can be organizational.
So I'm going to have you roll an intelligence check.
Oh, that's rude. All right.
I know.
I have 0 intelligence.
Well, you were average intelligence.
16.
16, okay. So you actually do a fairly decent job. You kind of see how things are done, how things are organized. And then they have you, since you now know kind of where things are in the storeroom, they have you help with fetching different supplies and restocking of their different triage units.
So I'm a gopher.
Yes, you're a gopher, is what you kind of become for the day. As you're doing this, you do see, because on your hidden perception check, you rolled very high. As one of the halfling slaves walks by, you'd put a roll of gauze there. They walk by and it's gone.
All right.
Don't see anything. Just happened to be gone as they walked by. A couple hours later, you've been doing this for a while, helping out. You have met a couple of the soldiers there. You did meet Surad, Thundersword. He is the old orc male that you met.
Thundersword?
Yeah. And you notice he's lost his hand. And
Which
he tells
one?
you...
right, left.
Left. He tells you all about how he lost it fighting the Strix.
The Strix?
You would know the Strix. They're in a certain area of Cheliax that's somewhat near the Citadel. They are a race of winged creatures, kind of similar to a harpy.
Oh, okay.
And then you meet Fabian, who's the guy who was screaming at first about how awful he was. So he's an older man, good looking, stands very short though. He's only 5'1", a short guy, stocky, but
like attractive, kind of like, are we talking like pretty boy?
No.
Or less like Scandin and more like Aragorn.
yeah,
Okay.
like Aragorn after a fight with some orcs.
Okay.
But he tells you, stories about his exploits and his injuries. Roll me a perception check. That looked cocked to me.
All right, I can roll it again. Ooh, that's much better.
Okay.
16.
16.
Plus 7. So, 23.
Okay, 23.
I'm getting better.
You notice that he's told a couple of different people different stories.
About
His injuries.
Oh.
And they're different injuries. Every story. Always very
Enjoys telling
amazing.
stories.
So, after a while of doing this and meeting different people, you do see a very fair-skinned, white-haired man with a bit of a scruff of a beard. He looks a little more tattered than last time you saw him. Come walking up the stairs from the lower level and come over speaking with Nilawe in hushed voices. Do you want to roll a perception check?
Yes, I wasn't sure what to do. Yes. 18.
18 plus?
That was 18.
Oh, it was 8. Okay.
It's 18 total.
With that, you barely are able to catch. He talks very, very quietly, but you are able to hear that he talks about needing more equipment. His master needing more equipment for down in the science division.
All right.
And so he then comes over to you. Yes, the lady said you could help me with some additional medical equipment.
Yes.
Bandages, maybe some healing salves and potions.
I guess I'm in charge of the stockroom today, so yes. Of course.
Thank you. I will follow.
Okay. So I turn around and I
sits
walk
there and
into
waits for you. Okay.
Okay, I turn around and start walking into the storeroom. And I say, "Do you remember me?"
Yes.
Okay, just wondering if you did or not. Can I ask you a question?
I am at your service.
I heard you're an Asmir. Is that true?
Yes.
Wow. I've never met an Asmir before.
I hear that a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was probably quite rude. I apologize. I just... Yeah.
My master will be angry at me if I don't have the medical equipment.
Your master is Lucian? No. Hold on.
Check the notes.
Your master is the Titus Gemilionis?
Yes.
He's on the council, right?
No.
He's not on the council.
No, he serves under Kuth Waldwin.
Oh, he's in the science division.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, right.
He
I've heard you guys have been doing some very exciting things down there.
I am not privy to the experiments. I simply run the errands.
So you are doing experiments?
Well, it is the science division.
I understand that.
They do experiments. Are you unhappy with me? Did I do something? Do you need
you did. No, you did nothing wrong. I'll get. What do you need?
I need potions. And so he gives you the same list he gave you a minute ago.
I turn around and I start gathering whatever it is that he needed. I'm putting it in a basket, wrapping it up, doing it with twine. I don't know what they normally do, so I'm just kind of grabbing all
He puts it in a bag, yeah. And then he, thank you. And he turns around to walk out the door, and head out.
I motion to Stella. I'm like, Stella, come here. Stella, come here.
One thing, do you watch as he walks away?
Yes.
Okay. One thing you do notice is that he walks and pauses next to one of the halflings for a moment, and then continues walking.
I just tuck that back away in my mind.
So Stella, who has been lifting people into bathtubs all day,
Stella, come here.
walks over.
Stella.
What is it, Anna? I have given 10 sponge baths today.
I am so sorry.
Next time,
I've been doing
rock, paper, shears, okay? Best of 3. That decides.
Boulder
parchment shears. There we go. Boulder parchment shears.
All right. Okay, I promise. We will switch next time in the future after this time, which will be the next time.
Yes.
So did you see that? Did you see that man that just walked out?
I did.
So that's the slave of Titus Germinion.
The one down in the science division.
Yes. Yes.
He didn't stay up here long.
No, he didn't. He was gathering some supplies and he was going back down. But they are doing experiments. He did say that they're doing experiments. So now we know for sure, concrete, that that's what they're doing with the people.
Well, it's the science division. We know that they do experiments down there. So
I know, but
it was kind of expected that they'd be doing... I mean...
Look, I'm trying to be a detective here, and I'm trying to do my job. Of finding... I'm just going to turn around and start stalking things again. Like, fine, leave me alone.
Yes, of course, but we need to find a way to get down there or get someone to tell us about what's happening.
How do you suggest we get down there?
I don't know.
Neither do I.
Well, he came up here. Everyone comes here to get treated. Can we ask around if anyone from that division's been treated?
Well, that's a good idea. All right. Okay, about what time is it during the day?
You're getting to be late afternoon.
Okay, so
you're maybe getting close to around dinner time.
Dinner. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go find Rhea.
Okay.
And I want to go over to her.
All right. Hi there, Anna.
Hi. Rhea.
Thank you for all the work you're doing on the storeroom. I know it's tedious, but it really helps us out.
You know, actually, it's kind of like cathartic. Like, it's really nice to have like everything lined up in a row and like there and like organized. It's actually kind of nice.
Well, and tomorrow you can help me with the sponge baths.
Let's get back to that one. So, Rhea, would you like to go have dinner with Stella and I in the mess?
Oh, we have our own food brought here.
I know, but it's so much better to go upstairs, right?
Oh, I don't know if I can.
Well, there's no problem in asking, is there?
I guess. Okay. Okay. I'll go ask the first medic.
All right.
So she's gonna go ask the first medic, and she rolled an 18 on her diplomacy. So the first medic is going to. After hearing her, walks up to you. I have understand that you have invited Rhea to your mess?
Yes, to come upstairs for a moment, little while, like an hour.
I see no issue with this.
Fantastic.
Will you be returning with her later?
Yes, we'll bring her back.
Okay.
Unharmed.
I would hope so. All right, Rhea, you are welcome to go explore. And she gives her a motherly smile. The polished, very proper veneer cracks for just a minute as she smiles at her and then walks away.
Right. All right, so...
Oh, she has looked back to Rhea. Rhea, if you're on your way up there, would you check in on that, ask about that young fellow who we treated earlier? From the one who had been working down in the science division. Oh, yes, I will.
And I look at Stella and I'm like...
So Rhea turns to you. Okay, let's go.
All right, okay.
Stella kind of puts her arm around her. Oh, you'll have fun up there. It'll be great. And they're all getting all buddy.
All right, so we're going to go head up to
Yep.
the mess. And we're going to get food, and I'm going to be showing Rhea, like, so that's where we go and train, that's the main courtyard, and, like, through that door, and through those stairs over there, that's where you get up to the parapets, and, so I'm kind of, like, showing her all the different
You're going to give her the
areas.
full tour of the rest of the Citadel that she generally hasn't gotten to see.
Exactly. And as we are doing that, I'm slowly easing into questions like, well, you must have had some very interesting things happen in the medic hall. You must have seen some very interesting injuries. Can you remember any?
Oh, yeah.
Any ones that...
we get a lot of injuries.
Are there any really cool ones? Not that it's cool to be injured, but you know what I mean.
Well, Leaf down there, you might have seen him. He was the bald guy.
Mm-hmm.
He
the orc, right?
What?
The orc, right?
No. He was the human with the bald head. You see, he had the burn down the side of his face and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fire elemental.
Oh wow!
Got out of control.
Was that down in the science division?
No. That one wasn't. Oh. That wasn't one of the summonings. Then we had the there's one of the old men, the men that's in the big rooms, the signifier rooms, and he summoned a fear demon, and it apparently scared him so bad his brain's never come out of it since.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Like that can actually happen?
Oh yeah. He's still down there, thinks he's in a realm of the abyss right now.
There's no way to actually pull him out of that.
Injuries of the mind are the most difficult to treat. We're working on it, but it is difficult. Oh. Lately, we've had a lot of electrocutions.
From which division?
Science.
What are they doing?
Yeah, a lot of compression wounds, like things getting smashed, and electrical burns.
Really? That's interesting. Well, I remember Nalalwe.
It's Elvish. Hard to say, I know.
Okay. So, yeah, she was saying something about someone being injured.
Yeah, we had a young signifier who was working down there, and he got electrocuted. Recently, we had to help heal.
Did he tell you at all, what happened?
He was working with a machine down there, and it touched a coil that he wasn't supposed to, he said. I don't know a lot about it. Actually, could you help me find him? I'm supposed to just check in on him.
Yes, absolutely. That would require us going down to the science division, yes?
No, he's a signifier in training. They have him just down there helping with some stuff. He's generally on the first or second floor. His name is...
Do not say Leto.
Leto? Leto, yeah. Cute boy.
You think he's cute?
Well, yeah, he was very attractive.
Stella, you've got to handle this one.
So I was like,
I can't.
He'll talk to you.
I know he'll talk to me, but at what cost? At what cost?
So Stella on her diplomacy only rolled a 5.
Stella, I need you to take points.
So it's up to you if you...
Dear, I need you to take points.
I'm not good at talking.
I can't encourage him.
You know, if we get there, all he's going to do is talk to you anyway.
Look, you have a point, but I don't want to encourage that type of behavior.
Okay, I'll take her. But I don't know what questions to ask.
Well, I can go with you, but I'm not... I want you to, use your big orcish body and, intimidate him or something.
I'll try. Okay.
All right.
I don't want to get in trouble for threatening another Hell Knight.
You're not going to get in trouble.
Okay, all right.
I promise.
So, you both go ahead and roll a diplomacy or perception. Diplomacy is if you're going to go around asking people where he is. The perception if you're just going to go look for him.
I'm going to go with perception. I don't want people thinking that I'm asking for Leto. 23.
Hey, you rolled higher than she did, so...
Ha.
You do manage to search around. You know where the signifiers hang out. And you go and find one of the larger study rooms. And there you find a bunch of signifiers, young signifiers, men and women, all sitting together at a table, kind of talking. Imagine what it would have been like walking up, I think is the best example, walking up to the Slytherin table in Harry Potter.
As a Gryffindor?
Yeah.
All right.
That'd kind of be what it'd like. But as you walk up, they're all kind of chatting, talking. They've got their tomes open in front of them. Mm-hmm. And Stella's like, do She walks. Rhea, you come up. Oh, okay. Leto, and you see him, his head pop up, and the others turn, and
I'm back. Like stepped
Rhea!
back.
It's so wonderful to see you. He walks up, he takes her hand gingerly and kisses it. And you see her cheeks flush, and he's like, thank you so much for tending my wounds. Oh, they were so grave. It was wonderful to have your soft touch helping with them. Oh, thank you. And then he looks up. Let's see how his perception. He sees you back there. Ana, he looks straight past Stella, pretty much ignoring her. Stella, is wonderful to see. I have not seen you since our last bout with the bearded devil.
Yes.
Have you had any more luck without me in your...
Yes, I have, Leto.
Oh. Well, I heard you got to go down to the town.
I did.
How did you enjoy that? Was that wonderful?
Yes, it was great. Look, we have some questions to ask you. Stella?
Stella's like, walks up. She looks back at all the signifiers back there. It's like, I can't try and intimidate him with them all.
Just ask him a question.
What? I hear you're working in the science division. What are you doing down there? Huh? She rolled a 7. So, let me double check. Let me double check her what her intimidation is, and I hope it's high.
Is it high?
It's decent. It's a 9. So altogether,
Wait, 9
that still
plus
makes it
7?
6. Yeah, so it still makes it a 16.
Okay, good.
So he kind of backs up a little bit from her. He's like, Stella, I'm working down there. I've been asked to assist on projects. What is this? What are you asking these questions about? And Stella's like, just tell me. She's like trying to intimidate, but like you put her in an awkward situation here. She rolled a 5 this time. Even worse. This is less intimidating than the previous time.
Oh my gosh.
And this isn't working.
Okay.
And Rhea seeing this is like, Stella, I don't know what's wrong with you. Can I check I need to check on your wounds. Sit down for a moment. And she starts touching his forehead and checking his temperature and everything, and has managed to pull the attention away for a moment from Stella and the awkwardness of those intimidation rolls.
Oh my gosh. All right, so obviously seeing that my best friend is failing miserably
Yes.
at anything she's doing right now, I'm going to kind of grab her and pull her back and be like, okay. Look, Leto. Dear.
Yes. You know, he's been kind of watching and smiling and talking with Rhea, but then as you come up, he's like, yes, Ana. How can I be of service to a woman as beautiful as you?
Well, I have a question for you.
Yes?
And I'm hoping that you can answer it for me. And
What?
roll a or can I roll a diplomacy?
You can
or
roll
persuasion?
diplomacy. Yes, you can.
Okay. 18 plus.
Okay. I think you have 6.
So 24.
Whatever I can help you with.
Of course. So I know you're down in the science division, and you're working there.
I have had the opportunity to work on the experiments of Kuth Waldwin himself.
That is so impressive. Only someone of great strength would be able to do that.
I know. My intellect is my strength.
Yes, it is. It's so great. So I have... My question for you is, what is the experiment... Do not touch me. What is the experiment in which you're working with?
Well, I shouldn't say.
I know you shouldn't say, but of course you're going to, right?
It is from what I understand, I mean, I am only a signifier in training, so there's only so much that I've been made privy to. But I have, on the best authority, and from what I've seen there, that Cuthwaldwin has discovered a new power source.
Power source from what?
Well, I do know by a new magical power source. He has harnessed this power. He has these power cells, and then we are being able to use them to power these machines to do different things. And I myself was in the horrible situation earlier to any motions to be shocked by one of them.
So machines, like what kinds of machines? Like what do they do?
Oh, well, they, with these, well, right now, generally, we're working with concepts, and so we hook them up, and then they might move things like move forward, move backward. We've used some to, smash different things, pistons, as they call them.
So these are things that are moving on their own with a different type of power source?
Yes.
Is it magical?
I do not know. I at this time have not been, but I'm sure that as I work with him and as he sees my greatness, that I will be brought more and more into his confidences.
Of course, absolutely. Someone as great as you would definitely make it up the ranks. So, I've heard that there are, things that you've had to use in these experiments. That things like, animals.
What?
Or possibly humans.
No.
You haven't seen
We're working
anything?
with mechanics.
But you haven't seen anything down there like that?
Of course not. Not in our experiments. I mean, I know there are other experiments happening where they're, testing different animals and,
Testing them for what?
well, any number of things. New spells, new summoning circles.
Do you have any idea, just, off the top of your head, because your intellect is so unbelievable,
Roll a deception check on that one.
Natural 19.
Okay. Wow, he believes your flattery.
Oh my gosh, which is good because I have 0 deception.
I know you do.
Yes, what do you think that they would need, say, like a 14-year-old boy for?
He looks at you as like, I don't know, where are you getting this idea?
Oh, it's reading things that I've looked at before. Just wondering.
Stella, we are dealing with...
Stella is not my name.
Oh, jeez, I'm bad on that tonight, aren't I? Anna, we are working with power, a form of electricity, and mechanics. We are not working with people in any way. I don't know what you're talking about.
I guess I heard wrong then. Or read wrong, or...
But what we are working on, the ability to use power to move things, to animate things, that will change the course of history.
Yes, I actually imagine it would.
Imagine riding on a horse with wheels.
Wait, the horse would have wheels?
Well, it would be it'd be like a cart without a horse.
Oh, like a horseless carriage?
Yes. That is the type of thing we are looking into.
That is something that actually would be kind of interesting. All right, well...
I have ideas, and I have... You will see, Stella.
Anna.
Wow, that's right. Jeez. I look at Stella's character sheet constantly. You will see, Anna. I'm going places. And so will those who are with me.
And that's my cue to leave. Thank you so much, Leto, for answering my questions. I hope you feel better. And I kind of pat his hand and I'm like, all right, bye. And I turn around and just kind of walk away.
Looks at his hand. Goodbye, Anna. Does a little way.
Goodbye, 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 goodbye.
Do you leave Rhea?
No, Rhea, come here.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm Bye. Okay. I'm coming. What was that all about?
I just had a few questions for him. That's all.
That seemed.
Leto and I
weird.
have history. It's fine.
You have. Did you date?
No,
Did you
not that kind of history. Oh, God. Not that kind of history. No. Here's the thing for me. I have no things for him. Not even a little bit.
We're talking about he's cute.
In some areas of the world, I believe he could be called cute, but in my mind, no. So do you know what? If you like him, if you think he's attractive, why don't you go after him?
Oh, I couldn't. I mean, he comes from a family that I just come from a farm in a small
But
town.
you're a medic. I mean, imagine how wonderful that would be. A signifier and a medic get together so that if the signifier has problems, then the medic can take care of him. And you can, nurse his wounds. And you can, have him be a part of your life.
And you're playing this whole picture.
So you'll be wonderful.
And our first child will be named.
Yes, please.
Starts
Continue
going
down
through
that road. Continue that way. Full speed.
All right. So after you've talked.
So we've talked with him for a little bit, and then we're all going to head back down because I did promise I have to take her back.
All right. So you will head down to take her back to the medical division down there. As you get down, you do see things are as they were before. Couple different soldiers there. You do see a new female half-elf that's down there at the bottom. I mean, that's down there. That's on one of the gurneys.
Isn't there anymore?
No. This is an injured.
Oh, an injured person. Okay.
Hell Knight. But as you come down, you do see Nalalaway. Thank you for returning. How did you have fun, Rhea? Was it nice? Did you get a chance to talk to that signifier? Yes, we talked to them, and it was fun. Thank you so much, Ana.
You're very welcome, Rhea.
Roll a perception check.
20.
You do see down at the gurney treating the newcomer is a Azamir male with white hair, is helping treat this new comer and their wounds.
All right, so I kind of point at him to Stella, and I'm like, Stella, that's him. Stella.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I've seen.
Okay.
What do we do?
I actually don't know. I guess I could just go talk to him. He kind of seemed awkward though. He didn't look up at me very much, and he kind of acted very awkward. He didn't think he was supposed to be talking to me at all.
Well, he is a slave. Generally, they need to have permission.
Right. No, that's true. Yeah.
But you're working here, and he might have permission to work here, so he might be able to, might be more open.
All right. Okay. Yes, let's do that. Okay.
Okay.
I'll go talk to him. Are you gonna?
I'll go see what they need. Okay. So she walks. Okay. She walks over to the Lalaway to ask if they need anything else tonight to help with duties and stuff.
All right. So I'm going to gingerly walk up to the as-mentioned Asmir. Mm-hmm. And is he kind of finished with what he's doing?
He's treating her wounds, and you notice he's doing it. He's not using spells. He is actually doing medical aid, bandages and stuff like that.
All right. But he's in the middle of it.
Yeah, and he's currently wrapping gauze. You can see all around her face.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go up to him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of. Hello.
He looks over. Yes.
Hi. When you're done here, I was wondering if I could have a word.
As you wish.
Thank
Lady
you.
Hell Knight?
Yes. And then I kind of go over back to my little storage den and make sure that all of the lines, all the things are lined up in a row and nobody messed with it while I was gone. I now feel very protective of my storage room.
All right. So you wait a couple of minutes, and then he does walk Suddenly he walks in the door of the storage room. Yes, Lady Hell Knight, what can I be of service?
Hi. So I was going to try and, like, come up with some really fancy reason I needed to talk to you, and I couldn't come up with anything other than just, like, the truth. So, how much do you know about what your master does?
I am my master's faithful servant. I do not talk about my master's business.
Can I, like, do a aura check?
A sense motive?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, you can.
It's a 10. Would that be 10 plus...
Generally, it's plus perception.
So 17.
So you do a 17.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is telling that he doesn't generally share his master's secrets. Generally, that's not what a good slave
But,
does.
like, what's his attitude, like, towards this whole thing? Sorry, we have the sniffles.
Sorry, I got sniffles.
We both have little, like, hay fever colds.
His attitude, he's very standoffish, very kind of concerned as to what you're wanting. You've now talked to him multiple times, and he's getting very wary of you.
Look, someone tried to kill me today.
I'm sorry?
I'm sure that doesn't matter a lot to you, considering pretty much everything tries to kill everything in here.
Yes.
I discovered something that deals directly with your master, and it's very disturbing. And I'm hoping that you have enough of, I don't know, heart to care about it.
I care about what my master tells me to care about and nothing more. Good day to you. And he turns around. You said wait, so I will let you roll a diplomacy check.
Oh, dang it. 14.
He turns around and starts walking away.
Well, that went swimmingly. Can I follow him?
You can.
I'm going to follow him.
He walks out and stands against the wall over by kind of the main desk where the first medic would be working. And you see he actually stands. There's two other halfling slaves standing there next to him. They're all kind of standing at the ready to be commanded.
Okay, so I'm following after him.
Okay. He standing there against the wall, straight-faced, kind of like, the butler waiting to be called on type situation.
Look, I need to talk to you. Do I need to give you an order?
My master's privacy is very important to him, and I will not betray my master's trust.
So I lean forward and very quietly, trying to be very quiet.
Okay.
Can I be quiet?
You can roll a stealth check.
Okay. Ho, 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 ho. Okay. 23.
Okay, yeah, you were quiet.
22.
You very quietly whisper.
23.
No one around you generally will hear this.
Okay. Lean forward and say, I found out about the people in town that have been killed. I found out about the dogs, about the cats. I was sent to figure out what was going on. They didn't want me to know. They tried to kill me today. I need your help, please. And then I step back. And just kind of look at him.
He lifts his eyes up from the ground and looks you straight in the eye. And you see that they are a very light blue, piercing. I'm sorry, I cannot be of no help.
Are you sure?
He looks back down.
I'll just turn around and walk away.
Nalalwe does walk. After a little bit more, she walks up to you and says, "Your shift is over. Thank you very much for your help. Will you be back tomorrow?"
I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure. So I'll talk to Signifier Brutus about it.
He mentioned that it would probably be for the next couple of days that you'd be available.
Oh, well then, yes. I guess we will be here tomorrow.
Ah, great.
Fantastic.
Please be here bright and early.
What is bright and early to you?
Generally, most of us are here around 7
okay.
in the
All right.
morning.
So I'll be here at 9.
We need to feed the patients that cannot feed themselves.
So would 9 be okay? Because we need to go eat because the mess isn't open until 6:30 anyway.
The mess is open 24 hours.
It is?
Yeah.
Really?
There are people going on guard duty constantly.
Oh, okay. Well,
Now it's not always Mama.
Mama Moss?
Yeah, it's not always Mama Moss that's there. Maybe sometimes she just got food out that people can take. But there's always food to be available there because people are taking shifts to do different guard duties 24 hours a day.
Okay. But would 9 o'clock be okay?
Fine. You're on loan anyway.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We will be here on the dot, 9 o'clock. I promise.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for taking Rhea. She doesn't get out much.
She's actually really nice.
She is very sweet and naive.
Well, maybe she wouldn't be quite so naive if you let her go out more often.
I know. When she's a little... Well, she doesn't have any friends at the moment to go out with.
Well, she's got me now, and Stella, so...
I know. Thank you.
And in my mind, I'm thinking, if we're still alive in 2
After
days...
you've lived your first century, 18 seems very young.
Well, yes, I'm sure I seem very young to you as well.
Well, good night to you.
Thank you, good night.
All right.
And I turn around and, I'm assuming Stella's with me and we are walking back to the barracks.
Yep, back to the barracks, back to your cots, back to sleep. Your first lieutenant, though, does stop you
Bloody hell!
as you're heading in. He's like, "Hey, what happened? I hear you didn't clean up the mess."
We did.
No, I had a signifier say that he came there, saw you walking out, and the mess was still there.
We took care of the mess that was sent to take care of us.
What are you talking about?
As soon as we walked through the doors, a summoning circle activated and a bearded devil tried to kill us. So we took care of the mess that was needed to be taken care of.
There was a live summoning circle. It had not been deactivated.
Yes, sense motive.
Okay, go ahead.
Natural 19, so 26.
26. He is genuinely surprised.
All right. Yes, it was still active, and as soon as we walked in, it summoned a bearded devil. We killed it, by the way, and I didn't pass out. Just
Wow!
want to say that.
Just
Very
the two
nice.
of you.
Just the two of
No
us.
signifier.
Yes.
Wow. Well done on that.
Thank you.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah, I had a signifier from the Paralictor's office.
From which office?
The Paralictor. He's the one responsible for all the knights under the Master of Blades.
Uh-huh. Just off topic, offhand, would you remember the name of the person who talked to you?
I don't.
You don't?
They said they came from that office, but I'm actually not sure. I didn't get the name.
What'd they look like?
Hell Knight in armor? They had the helm on?
You didn't think that was a little odd?
No, not if you're on duty. They came up. They said that they needed help down there, and that I should grab whoever was not currently serving in any capacity.
So they didn't ask for us specifically.
No. They told me to ask anyone who was currently not serving in any way, and you and Stella are the only ones not serving in any way at the moment.
So they did ask for us.
Well, not by name.
No, but don't worry about it.
I'm confused.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's totally fine. So
Roll a deception check.
Wait, what is that? It's a 13. 20.
Okay.
No, wait. Deception?
Deception.
Ah, frick. Nope, that's just 13.
Just good enough that he's confused, but isn't going to blatantly call you a liar. He's like, okay, well, get some sleep.
All right, yes.
Sounds like you've earned it. Where have you been all day?
Down in the infirmary.
I did see something from Brutus about that.
Yes, so we've been down there today. We'll probably be down there tomorrow as well.
Okay. Well, at least you're doing something and not bored.
Yes, exactly.
Well, good night to you.
Good night, Lieutenant.
And he'll march back towards his room.
Okay, hold on. GM question.
Yes.
Would the list of who's like not on active duty or like not currently assigned to anyone, would that be like common knowledge? Like, is that stationed somewhere or?
It's stationed somewhere. Yeah, they'd have the captain would be submitting reports, and they'd have it up in the in the area who's stationed where each day.
Okay.
Like that's records
So if you're
kept.
not stationed anywhere, are you listed on there as like not being stationed somewhere, or is it more of like your name's just not on the list?
Your name's not on the list.
Okay. So you would have to actively be looking for us to not be on the list or have previous knowledge that we were not on duty. Okay.
I'm going to roll a deception shutting my mouth check.
One thing...
And I'm the DM, so I rolled natural 20.
One thing you guys should all know, Weston, it's impossible for him to lie to me.
Yeah, I don't lie.
All right. Okay, cool. So we'll just go back to our barracks, and I will pull out the book, The Rising Danger of the Abolitionist, and pull out... Wait, this is after everyone's, like, kind of gone to bed.
Yeah, like I mean,
kind of like...
some people have gone to bed. Some people are out serving, different details and stuff like that. I mean, it's constantly shifting who's on duty, what's happening, but you're alone enough. No one's paying attention to you or watching you or anything like that.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to pull out the book, and I'm going to flip to chapter 4, and I'm going to begin reading.
Chapter 4 specifically talks about the founding of Ravenel and the beginnings of the Bellflower Agency, the Bellflower Network of halflings that are sneaking Chilaxian halfling slaves across the border, and mentions that they don't know who leads the organization. They do know that the highest ranking individual that they have a name for is apparently called Magdalene.
Okay. Whom I met
You did.
a couple of episodes ago.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
Founder?
they don't know. They just know she is currently the highest ranking one they've been able to get any information on.
Okay.
So they're not sure where she falls in the hierarchy. They know it's high. But that's about all that they know. I mean, really information on the Bellflower Agency or network has been... I mean, they don't want that getting out to the Chilaxian government or the Hell Knights. Because the Hell Knights enforce law, and slavery is legal in Cheliax. And personally, the Hell Knights think that everyone should be a slave in a way
Yeah.
to the law.
They don't believe in freedom.
No. Freedom is just gives people an opportunity to do bad things.
Hence the titles of some of these ridiculous books.
Yep, that's pretty much it. So
Okay.
that is what it's
Chapter 4.
all about. Yeah, Chapter 4 talks all about the Bellflower Network. It talks about Revenel. And it talks about, just all of that that rise of abolitionists. The whole book is about the evils of freeing slaves and the fact that, in truth, slavery is the truest form of law and order. That everyone should, in a way, be owned above or below someone else.
By the law.
Yep.
That's awful. Jeez. All right, so I'm gonna close up the book then, put it down.
You do one other thing I will say, if I can find it here in my notes, which I'm having a hard time finding. You do also read about an individual who has been also linked to the freeing of slaves and the abolitionist movement. That is a vigilante in the Chilaxian capital, known only as the Sapphire Butterfly.
Okay.
Who you also met.
Butterfly, which was Vivienne?
Yes.
I think so, yeah. Okay.
Yep, the opera singer.
Opera. Vivienne. Okay, cool. All right, so then I am going to shut the book, and I am going to put it down and hold my necklace that has magically transformed, which I still need to look at, but life has been a little crazy.
Uh-huh.
Say a little bit of a prayer to her, and then go ask for guidance and...
Which, for people who didn't hear the previous episodes, prayer to who?
Ferasmus. Sorry. Yes. So I'm going to...
Goddess,
you know what?
of,
I'm gonna role play this one.
Okay.
So I pull out the necklace and close my eyes really quickly and just very quietly, almost to the point that there's no breath to it at all. And I say, I know it's been a very long time, but I'm in a lot of trouble. And I'm scared. I think that I might be meeting you soon if I can't figure this out, so if you could give me some guidance, that would be very nice. I want to see my family again, but not yet. I have to save whoever I can here first. And do what you asked me to do. Stop them. And I roll over and go to sleep.
Before that happens, as you're holding your necklace, because you're holding your necklace for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you're holding the necklace, suddenly as you get to the end of your prayer, one of the, because remember there's 4 little daggers coming down off it. One of those daggers suddenly seems to detach, and then in a moment, is a full-size dagger.
What? I don't say that in the game, but I'm like, what?
And as you put your hand back on the necklace, there are 4 there again.
So the dagger disapparates?
No. It's still in your hand.
It's still in my hand?
It's still in your hand.
Okay, wait. I want to try it again. Okay, wait. So can I grab it again? And then, do I just pull?
Yep.
Just pull. I'm going to try just pulling. And what happens?
Another dagger.
And then does it appear again?
The 4 daggers continue to be there.
It's a never-ending dagger giver.
It is. This is an artifact of Ferasmus.
Okay,
I will give you the item sheet
Wait, do you have it?
later. I don't
you
have it
don't
printed.
right now? Okay.
But yes, this is a sacred item of artifact of Ferasmus.
All right. So now I will never be unarmed. Oh. I like kind of put the daggers down. I kind of like put them like underneath the beds and nobody can see them. And then I roll back over.
Yeah.
And
It
I
is
just kind
called the Necklace of Knives.
of- Necklace of Knives.
Yep. And it is only given access to a follower of Pharasma. It says this necklace strung with... Oh,
Hello, Siri.
no, please don't do that. This necklace strung with miniature stone throwing knives. As long as you wear it, you are never without a weapon, a crude surgical tool, or a stake for vampires, if necessarily in following Pharasma's teachings. So they can come out as steel daggers or wooden daggers.
If needed. So they'll change based on the
If you want.
need.
Yep. Either steel, ordinary steel, or a wooden dagger useful for stinking vampires.
Nice. Love it.
So yes.
So now I'm very excited and I'm going to have a hard time going to sleep. But then I roll over and I'm like, okay, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. You have a big day in the morning.
After a while of letting this excitement at your new gift dissipate, this tiredness slowly creeps in and you sleep dreamless for the night.
Don't you say it.
Don't I say what?
I just can tell
Nope.
you're wanting to wrap it up. I'm like,
Nope.
don't you do it.
I'm not doing it.
Okay. All right. So the next morning.
Next morning. So you sleep, dreamless sleep through the night to awaken the next morning.
Okay. I get up and about what time do we all normally wake up in the morning? Like if we're
You're a
not-
soldier. You're waking up at 6 a.m.
6 a.m. Okay. So I'm going to get up. I'm going to do my normal morning ritual routines. And then going to go to the mess to get food.
Okay.
Is Stella with me?
Yeah, Stella's up already. She's in the mess hall getting food
All right.
herself.
Okay. So I just kind of go in and meet her there. And I gather normal breakfast foods of such, like some bacon and some eggs and maybe a croissant and maybe some sausage, and then I go sit down.
All right. And you do see Stella's got her maul with her. She's keeping her weapon on her. She likes this one.
Yes, I did not say that as well, but yes, I have my sword on me as well.
All right. And as you come up, she's feeling kind of sore. I am.
A little. I kind of move and twist and like, yeah, it's a little.
I know
little achy.
we're dealing with some stuff, but we just took down a bearded devil for the first time ever.
I know, it was actually kind of cool, wasn't it? Did you see what my sword did?
Yeah.
It was like so badass. It was like, I'm going to take you out.
I didn't even get a chance to use it. She grabs at her neck. She has a potency crystal.
Oh,
So I
that's
didn't
true.
even get a chance to use this.
Oh, that's true. Well, we kind of were like taking.
What?
It was kind of a fast.
There was one time there where he hit me and it didn't hurt as bad.
I know there was.
It was weird.
There was something really weird that happened during that fight, and I don't really know what it was, but it was like suddenly I could see like into him, into it. I don't really know if you can call it to him.
That sounds kind of weird, Anna.
It was really weird. Trust me, I felt very strange. But it was like I connected with the soul.
It
bit.
worked.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it worked. So that was good.
How's your book?
Oh, great.
Good reading?
Fantastic.
Is it helping? Did it help at all?
So much help. Learned
It
so
really
much.
lays out the issues with the abolitionist movement.
It definitely does. It definitely discusses
We need the order.
why slavery is a good thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the end, we all should consider ourselves slaves.
You know, I think I'm going to have to put a pin in that idea. I don't... Yeah, it didn't really convince me, but, it's fine.
Just get deployed somewhere outside of Chiliax, Anna.
The Hell Knights don't really navigate outside Chiliax.
You can go on missions. You can get sent on missions outside.
Yeah, of course I can. It'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I do.
I know. All right. Well, I'm actually, I read the entire book last night, so I'm actually going to go back to the library and drop it off.
Okay. All right. Well, should I go with you?
No. No, it's fine.
Roll a. I'll let you decide if you're trying to are you? I don't think you're lying necessarily.
No, I'm not lying.
So maybe a diplomacy check.
Okay, we'll go with that. 13.
Okay.
Plus 6.
6, yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. She's
20,
like, okay.
19.
I'll just head down to help at in the medical. I'll just head down there ahead of you.
Yes, I'll be there shortly. But
Stay safe.
Yes, I'll be there at least by 9 o'clock. I promise.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. I'll see you later. Bye.
I'll start sorting the equipment.
No, that's my job. No, that's my job today.
You're sending me there early. No, your job today. Remember we talked about this. You were going to help lift people into the bathtubs.
So here's the thing. I really don't want to.
No.
I really don't want to. Please, Stella. Please.
Roll a diplomacy check, and you better roll high. I'm hoping for that one.
No, 16. So 22.
Ooh, you broke 20. We agreed to boulder parchment shears.
Ah, frick. You're right. We did. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Oh. She walks away from you, not even acknowledging you
I owe you
talking.
chocolate, Stella. I owe you chocolate.
You do realize chocolate would be like for kings and stuff like that, right? You're not going to get a hold of chocolate in an ancient world like that.
I have a lot of money now. I could probably buy chocolate.
You probably could get it at the Impaler.
Probably.
All right.
So I'm going to head to the library.
All right. So they're just opened. You do see.
This is it's like, what time is it?
You're still pretty early. So it's like
7.
but they're all Hell Knights. I mean, and signifiers are always working, so it's an open late library. But you do see Isa there. And he's like, "Oh, Anna, you're back already. Well, this is more than I've seen you in any point."
Not really sure how to take that. But yes, I'm back. The book was so very good. I read the entire thing last night, so I'm here to return it.
All right then. You know where the book goes?
Oh, you want me to go put? Oh, okay. I just figured I'd drop it off at the. Okay, nope. I will definitely go drop it off. Put it in the thing.
Yes, we expect our Hell Knights to understand order, including the order of the library.
You're very right. I apologize. You're very right. Okay, so then I walk back behind the desk.
Hell Knights clean up their own messes.
Well, isn't that something to get tattooed on my forehead? So I walk over to where it was and go to the shelf and just kind of look around for Jude. And
you don't see Jude.
I'm assuming that's who.
You don't see Jude. You don't see him in there. There's a couple other what appears to be some Hell Knight signifiers there looking at different books.
So I just put it on the shelf. I'm like, okay. He said return it tomorrow morning. He didn't say when I...
Yeah. So roll a perception check.
16.
16. Okay. You see there's a couple other signifiers there. There's one down the aisle. There's one on the other side of the room, looking at different books. Suddenly you hear in your mind, when she told me there was a Hell Knight here that would make contact, I was very, very surprised. Why are you contacting us?
Okay, this is very strange. But where are you?
I'm asking the questions now.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay,
Why are you contacting us? And why did Magdalene give you the phrase?
Because I didn't allow them to go free, but I didn't stop them at the theatre, and I have no love for slavery, and she figured that I would be in trouble at some point here because of that. And this is not the reason why I've contacted the Bellflower Network, I guess. It's because of the fact that they tried to kill me yesterday because I know about something.
You know about the people disappearing.
Yes. Wait, how do you know that?
And you know about the science division.
Yes. I also know that, but how... Okay, seriously though, like, I need to know who I'm talking to.
No, you don't right now.
What, you're just going to be a disembodied voice?
For the moment, until I know I can trust you.
Look, do you really think that I would have reached out to the Bellflower Network just because?
I think it's a good way to find out who we are and who our agents are.
Yes, and if I had wanted to do anything about that, I would have done it when I found the little smuggling ring at the theatre. I didn't do it then. Why would I do it now? Look, I'm in a lot of trouble.
Who did you meet at the theatre?
I met Viviane, and I met the Lady Magdalena. No, what was her name? Farmer Magdalena? Yes, Farmer Magdalena, and they were smuggling out a young halfling, and I kind of chased them for a little while, and then we stopped and kind of talked, and that's when she told me to look at the book, and the phrase. And look, I'm not going to say anything else until you, like, at least give me something. I came to you for help, not to be interrogated.
I will help you, but you will need to help us.
How so?
Eventually, you're going to need to get out. This goes to the top. You're not going to change this.
Wait, what do you mean this goes to the top?
This is the council involved.
I know, but who? All of them?
We know of at least 3
Who?
that are compliant. I will tell you you're on a need-to-know basis.
Yes, and I need to know. In now one day, tomorrow, we're supposed to take any evidence we have to the to the council and display it so that, I might have some semblance of my life back. But that's the reason why I contacted you, because there's a possibility that's not going to happen and I might have to get out. Or, at the very least, I just need... Look, I just need help. I'm just tired.
When you need to leave, I will need your help.
Of course. Whatever you want.
Who do you think they started with when they started experimenting on people?
The halfling slaves here.
We need to get them out. And I will need your help to get them out.
All of them?
We already have everything in place. We just need someone who can swing a sword to get us safely once we're out of the Citadel.
I don't know how much I can do. It's just me. Alone.
From what I hear, that might be enough.
So wait, you know who I am. All right, I will agree to terms.
As you are there, roll a perception check.
I apparently can't do a 20, but I can do a lot of 19s.
All right.
19, 26.
As you watch, the Hell Knight signifier, who is down the row, suddenly melts away, and there stands a white-cloaked, white-haired Azimar. And he looks up at you, and with his mouth moves in a whisper, but the voice comes through in your head. Well, I guess we're helping each other. And that's where we...
Oh my gosh! Ugh. I knew it was him!
Illusory disguise and message used at the same time.
Oh my god.
All right, so that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh.
You have now made contact with the agent of the Bellflower Network to help you with your investigation at Citadel Infrac into what is going on with the Science Division and what is this new power source and how is that connected to the kidnapped people.
Well, the only thing that I'm thinking is it's like Monsters, Inc., where they're like taking something from the people. Like I literally have in
The
my
screams?
head that scene, the screams from the movie. Oh my god.
Thank you all for watching, for joining us.
Yes, thank you. And for everybody that's still on. Okay. We don't have anything. I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying this, though. Please interact in the chat. We love to see that. If you have questions or suggestions or anything like that, we love to see that too.
The video on demand on YouTube will be available this Friday.
Yep.
And then the next week after that is when the podcast will come, and we will also next week we should have the availability for people to donate.
Yes, we will have that up and running. We just have to get it integrated fully into the stream, and then you will be able to donate to the Utah Parent Center, supporting parents who have kids with autism. So, yeah, we are very excited about that and very excited about next week.
Yes. Thank you all again, and remember, it only takes two.
Bye, guys.